Hello. Tuesday brought some huge temperature contrasts across the UK. It was -9 in Oxfordshire in the morning and then 16 degrees in the afternoon in Aberdeen. But I think over the next few days the temperatures will balance out a little bit more. It'll be closer to the seasonal norm. We'll also lose the frosts in the south of the country where recently it has been very cold. And here's an example in the south of the UK. Those temperatures won't be quite so low overnight as we head into next week.
This morning, you can't say so much about that on the weather side. It's not so good for some of us. We're starting off once again on a cold note, although not as cold. In Hampshire, it's -5, whereas in Aboyne in Aberdeenshire, currently it is 11 degrees. There's also some fog around this morning, especially across parts of southern England and the southern half of Wales. Not everywhere, but visibility is quite poor.
Hi, Carol. Look at that blue patch, south east.
I know.
Let's get my
It is cold. Bless you, Nina. Good morning, everybody. But Nina is absolutely right. There is a blue patch in the southeast and southern areas generally. These are the temperatures at the moment if you're stepping out. So -2 is the lowest temperature currently. If you think about this time yesterday in Benson in Oxfordshire, it was -9. So although it's cold with some frost and also some fog, it's not as cold as it was yesterday. And at the moment in Aberdeenshire, it's currently about 10 degrees.
Because the weather has been a little bit upside down the last couple of days, hasn't it, Carol? Can you explain?
Good morning. Well, it's very topsy-turvy at the moment, Sal. The temperatures this morning, for example, in the north of the country are a little bit lower than they were this time yesterday, and in the south they are a little bit higher than they were yesterday. Well, it's really topsy-turvy, as you mentioned earlier, Sal, because this morning, for example, the temperatures in the north of the country were a bit lower than they were yesterday, and in the south of the country, they were a little bit higher. Now, having said that, it's not going to be a warm day in southern areas. It's just going to be less cold than it has been.
I wonder what the weather is like there right now. Possibly slightly better than it is here. What do you think? Carol, morning.
Different, yeah.
Yeah, totally different. You'll get frostbite if you wear your flip-flops in some of the beaches around our shores this morning. But for some, it is a beautiful start to the day, as you can see from this picture taken by one of our weather watchers in Anglesey. For others, we have had some fog around this morning. There still is some fog too, and it's dense in places.